Welcome to the Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to get moving and shape up. My name is Brock Armstrong and I am the Get Fit Guy. If you're hitting the gym for the first time, or you're maybe just tempted to venture off of the cardio equipment, it can be hard to know which piece of strength equipment you should choose. A dumbbell, a barbell, a machine, or maybe just the mat. Well, today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of each of those. Now, to start with, regardless of your age, your body type, or your gender, incorporating some strength training into your fitness plan is a great idea. If you have strong and toned muscles, you'll be better able to move throughout everyday activities with ease now and in 10, 20, or 50 years from now. Now, before we jump in, let's review the many benefits of strength training, including improved bone density, improved body composition, improved gene expression, better blood glucose control, more balanced blood lipids, lower blood pressure, improved cardiorespiratory fitness, greater aerobic capacity, and finally, looking good in a tight t-shirt. Now, strength training exercises mostly fall into three groups based on what you're doing and what equipment you're using, and those are body weight, free weights, or machines. Now, each of those can serve a useful purpose, so it's handy to know your way around all of them. And there are pros and cons in all three areas, and some exercises tend to be more effective when using one or the other. For instance, dumbbells can be inexpensive and somewhat portable, and having a set in your living room near your TV or in your office under your desk can make it easy to quickly grab them when the mood strikes you. A machine, on the other hand, is something that you likely won't have at home. But using them at the gym, well, that can allow you to really focus your effort because they are fixed onto an axis that allows you to move in one or two planes. A machine will also allow you to lift heavier weights than you might otherwise be able to, and allow you to target specific muscle groups. When you use free weights or body weight, you're engaging more muscles while you stabilize yourself along with the weight that you're lifting. And this creates a more functional type of fitness, the type that you use in everyday movement. On the other hand, machines can build strength, but using them too much can lead to a lack of functional fitness. So, choosing which type of exercise is ideal for you involves many factors, such as experience, availability, personal preference, body type, genetic strength, and of course, your fitness goals. So, let's go and look at each one of these in detail so you can make an informed decision. So let's start with body weight. A body weight exercise is an exercise where the resistance is provided by the combination of gravity and your own body weight. And despite how easy that may sound, these exercises can enhance many biomechanical parameters like strength, endurance, power, mobility, flexibility, and balance. Body weight exercises can be thought of moving your body from point A to point B instead of moving a weight from point A to point B. And some common examples of bodyweight exercises are things like sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, lunges, squats, chin-ups, and dips. Now, the pros of doing bodyweight exercises are that it engages more muscles and sensory inputs, such as balance and stabilization. It also allows you to move naturally through a large range of motion. There's nothing restricting your body or forcing it into a fixed or unnatural position. And it allows you to practice movements in almost the exact manner that you would perform them in real life. Now, the cons of doing bodyweight exercises are that, well, if you're a beginner or a person with movement limitations, you may require some extra modifications to allow a bodyweight exercise to be executed for multiple repetitions, or perhaps even one. Think about knee push-ups instead of military push-ups. And also, unlike weighted or machine exercises, you are stuck with one weight, your own, for every set. Now, this means to increase the workout, you have no option but to do more sets or more reps. So free weights is an exercise where the resistance is provided by a free moving weighted object or objects. Now, these objects force your body to work against their weight and gravity. Similar to doing body weight exercises, free weights also work many of the smaller muscles that surround the bigger muscles that you are specifically targeting. For example, when you do a weighted squat with a barbell on your back, you're challenging more than just your quadriceps on the front of your thighs. Your adductor and abductor, inner and outer thigh muscles will have to get involved as well, along with your glutes and core, which will work to keep your body tall and strong and steady while you lift. Some common examples of free weights are barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, or resistance bands. The pros of using free weights are that it allows for movement on many planes, which can help you build that functional fitness. It also allows you to move through a full range of motion, unrestricted, that is natural for your body. If you have limited time to train, then free weights are the way to go. Another pro of using free weights is that most of the big multi-joint exercises are considered functional movement because they apply directly to real life. Now, if you get really good at doing, say, free weighted squats, you may get yourself asked to help more friends move into their new apartment. With free weights, you use additional muscle groups, body parts, and those smaller stabilizing muscles that can go unused on exercise machines. And the cons of using free weights is that proper technique is a must, especially when the weight being lifted is a heavy one. Free weight exercises can also have a higher learning curve, and you will likely need someone to show you some proper technique. And even if your proper technique is being used, the chance of injury is higher, especially if you have trouble maintaining focus. Also, some exercises require a training partner or spotter to do them effectively and safely. Other equipment like a bench, a squat cage, or a Smith machine are often necessary to perform certain exercises. And finally, machines. Weight machines use gravity as their primary source of resistance, and simple parts like pulleys, wheels, levers, and inclines to change that relative weight. A machine exercise works your body parts on a fixed path, with the weight being stabilized by the machine for you. So, rather than holding the weight to move it from point A to point B like you would with free weights, you hold handles that are attached to the weight. And most often, you're holding handles that then use cables and pulleys to lift weighted plates off of a stack of more weights. Now, some common examples of weight machines are the machine press, the machine row, the leg extension or curl, the assisted pull-up or dip machine, and the good old leg press machine. Now, there are some pros to using weight machines, and that includes that machines are good for beginners due to the fact that your range of motion on them is inherently limited. Now, because of this limited range of motion, machines are helpful for focusing on and building specific muscle groups. They are also a safe way to lift heavier weights than you might usually lift with free weights, even with a hefty spotter at your side. And they can also be useful for exercising when you are injured or you're recovering from an injury. And finally, there is less risk of injury when you compare it to free weight or body weight exercises, again because of that limited range of motion. And the cons of using the machines are, if you work out in a commercial gym, especially at peak hours, the machines, well, they can be hard to come by. And if you don't adjust the machine to suit your body size and type, it can put you in an unnatural body position, so you've got to be careful with that. Another con is that it is the least functional type of exercise that you can do. You're developing strength that can be applied to real life, but you're not practicing a movement that is applicable to real life. Your movement is stabilized by the machine, not by you, so you're also missing out on the potential side benefits. And most of us don't have the space or the money to own these pieces of equipment, so we're relegated to using them in a gym setting. And although they will make you big and strong, they don't train the complete human movement pattern. So, alright, which one is best? Well, body weight, free weights, and machines all have their uses. But if I had to choose between them, I would generally opt for the free weights, simply because you can work more muscles with each exercise. Also because the movements themselves apply directly to real life. Now, that being said, machines also have their place in my strength training plan. They are perfect for isolating muscle groups, doing things like drop sets, or if you're recovering from an injury. They're also great for beginners who are looking for a way to prepare themselves to safely transition to using free weights. And of course, where would we be without body weight exercises? Not only can they be done pretty much anywhere and anytime, but they're versatile, adaptable, functional, and also allow us to be creative with our workouts. Let's face it, there's pretty much only one or two ways to use a machine, and only a few more ways to safely use a barbell, but when it comes to body weight exercises, it is truly playtime. Alright, here's the way that I break it down. Use body weight to get stronger, more agile, and mobile by doing movements we use on a regular basis. Then use free weights to build strength quickly and effectively. Then use machines to build muscle in specific areas of your body or to recover from injury. Remember that the type of strength training that you choose should always be based on your current fitness level, what your goals are, and also what you enjoy. Exercise should not feel like medicine that you have to endure to be healthy. It should also be fun. Now, before I wrap up, I want to ask you for one favor. I want to make this show the best that it can be, and you can help me to do that by taking a short listener survey. It's a quick way to let me know what you like about the show and what I could do to improve. So, to find the survey, go to bit.ly/GFG survey. That's Get Fit Guy Survey, GFG survey. Again, that's bit.ly/GFG survey. Get Fit Guy is written, narrated, and audio edited by me, Brock Armstrong, with heavy lifting and editorial support from Beata Santora. Our sprinting social community manager is Morgan Ratner, and our endurance advertising manager is Michelle Margulis. And we cannot forget our head coach at Macmillan Audio, Kathy Doyle. Don't forget that you can find me at Facebook and Twitter as Get Fit Guy, and also at brockarmstrong.com. Now, what are you waiting for? Get out there and use some weights.